Hello, TEDWomen. I have the world's greatest job. I am a rocket scientist, great at cocktail parties. As an aerospace biomedical engineer, I get to solve really challenging problems. Whether it's by space or sea, it's really about the human condition. How do humans perform? So we learn through studying in isolated, confined environments, studying people, performance, and let me bring it back home, from space back to Earth. What have we learned? A spacesuit is the world's smallest spacecraft. Spacesuit equals spacecraft. Show you some of my Apollo bloopers. You probably haven't seen these before. It's the world's, greatest spacesuit. For 40-year-old technology now, okay, it has limited mobility, but you're in a pressurized can. It's fantastic. Pressurizes you, gives you your oxygen, scrubs your carbon dioxide. A little micrometeorite protection helps, a little radiation, but we can do better. Our dream is to invent the world's coolest spacesuit for Mars, but we need a little bit of help. I want to take you on a journey from Earth to Mars and show you 3 suits. This is called our gravity loading countermeasure suit. Astronauts in space have significant musculoskeletal loss. You're going to lose about 40% of your muscle strength. That's the good news. 1 to 2% of your bone mineral density, your skeletal integrity. Now who wants to go on my 4-year Mars mission? How about 6 months to space station? So our gravity loading countermeasure suit is for inside the vehicle, inside space station, and it's an exercise suit. Hey, it's better than lifting big power weights, right? We dial in the tension of the elasticity from your shoulders down to your soles to recreate one body loading as you're pushing around and flying around. But we're even more passionate about the Earth applications. This young gentleman has cerebral palsy, so we dream about inventing an enhanced locomotor suit for him to increase his muscle tone, his stepping capability, just so he can do daily activities, just enjoy life. So it's pretty inspiring to us. That's what keeps us going. We'll be flying this blue suit to the International Space Station in 2015 with Dr. James Waldie of Australia, the European Space Agency, my lab, King's College London. Just call us a design team from the UN. The second suit, the conventional spacesuit, gas pressurized, about 140 kilos. That's pushing 300 pounds. Not too bad for weightlessness, but boy, is it injuring our crew. It's about 25 major shoulder surgeries recently from this capability. Well, how can we help solve that problem? Well, we can invent a suit within a suit. Because I can't get rid of gravity here, so I go underwater and train at the NASA Neutral Buoyancy Laboratory, but guess what? I sink right to the bottom of the suit. So I'm practicing and practicing because I have to get it perfect for spaceflight. But my shoulders and my muscles are rubbing on that side bearing. It's just a fancy word in spacesuit design for the shoulder bearing. So how can we alleviate that? With our great designers, love of my life, my partner, Gabe Trotty, leads the design. Can we come up with a suit within a suit, protect those astronauts? And my doctoral student, Allie Anderson, yes, we can. We have a wearable octopus suit, pressure sensing. So for the first time, we're going to measure human motion within the suit. How are the astronauts moving within the suit? We can quantify that, and then we design the protection to just keep them healthy and well and let them do their task as best they can. It has space applications. We're pretty excited about the other applications as well. Biomedical, athletic, and play, just like Jessica and all these heroines on the stage before you today. Why play? Literally, play. We play it as a musical suit. And why? Because it inspires us. It's fun. We're engineers. We're not geeky engineers. Come on, we have fun. Play a little bit of music. I love these tracks. So we have fun, and mostly because that's how we create, and that's when we're at our best. That takes me to my third suit, and that's the BioSuit. And Deborah's going to come on out here. Thank you for helping me out. Deborah's going to come right out here in my BioSuit for Mars. Thank you. So I want to tell you a little bit about this suit. It's not a gas pressurized 140 kilo system. No, I'm going to shrink wrap you. Okay, how are we going to do that? So we're going to put the pressure directly on your skin. Now I have to provide 30% of an atmosphere, 30 kilopascals. A third of an atmosphere keeps you alive in the vacuum of space. So can we do it? Are we up to the challenge? We think so, and I want to give you maximum mobility, okay? Because Mars is tough. Why are we going to Mars? To search for the evidence of life. Okay, past life, 4 billion years ago, but still, it would rewrite all the scientific books if we have the evidence of past life in our solar system. So that's what we want to explore. Mars, a little challenging. Valles Marineris, now that's the Grand Canyon of the solar system, 10 times longer than the Grand Canyon on the US. The mountains, yeah, they're big. Olympus Mons, 3 times higher than Everest at 25 kilometers. So is she up to it to be a Martian extreme explorer? We think so. She can move, she can bend. It's pretty comfortable. This is the pressure layer, remember. We're applying pressure. This is a mock-up. The engineering prototypes, of course, have to apply all the pressure. She'd be a little too snug if we put on the real prototype and had her wear it for 2 hours with us. So what's the design behind this? First, in the materials. We can get about 20% of the atmosphere. Again, we need 30%. That's the design goal. Get about 20% with passive elastic material. That's kind of the white you're looking at. Shrink wrap her a little bit. We get almost all the way there, but we need something else. Active materials. So my doctoral student, Brad Holshoe, is coming up with some great work, shape memory alloys. You might know about them. They're nickel titanium. People like to call them muscle wires. They're pretty cool. So we need to shrink wrap a little bit more. So this is just a mock-up, of course, but zip, you push down there. All right, now I'm getting a couple extra centimeters there. So I can go from my 20 kilopascals to 30 kilopascals, voila. We have enough pressure, and we've just demonstrated enough pressure production with our active materials. But I still want her to be as mobile as possible. You saw those Apollo bloopers. Great technology for 40 years ago. We haven't improved much on the gas pressurized suits. So we can do better. How can we do better? Inspired by Iberal's early work on patterning, geometry. If you want to move around, very flexible, you've been patient, sitting with us all morning, move around a little bit. And if I drew circles all over your arms and legs, what would happen to those circles? Like in my animation, the circle would turn elliptical. And those 2 red lines, they're very special. Those are bisecting diameters. From the circle to the ellipse, they stay on both surfaces, and they only pivot. They only rotate. They do not extend. Those are called the lines of non-extension. So we throw a little math at it, 3-dimensional eigenvector analysis. Voila, the Spider-Man suit. That's the pattern of the black lines and the embedded gold lines you see here. This elegant math, engineering know-how, designs a wonderful aesthetic solution to give us maximum mobility and requires minimum energy expenditure. I want all of your energy to go into exploring Mars, not wasted in overcoming this big pressurized bulky suit. So we dream big. We want to enable humans. We dream of superhuman performance. I dream of a world with no disability. Let's just get rid of it. No one should have a disability, only ability. We need to celebrate the ability of humans because we can all perform and we need to enhance it. People need a little help. My Martian astronauts will need a little help when they get to the surface because of all that muscle bone loss. So we dream of superhuman capability. We work on it, inspires us every day. We're very inspired by exploration, by thinking about helping humanity, just one kid at a time, and then onward to my love and passion of design and engineering. So a final image then that I'd like to show you is one thing about the helmet, which we can display here. Second to final image. What's the day in the life of the Martian astronaut going to be like? You saw those mountains you have to go up and what you have to do, but we need to embed very interesting but complicated IT systems. So the IT system, you put on that helmet, put on your Google Glass. I wish it was Google Glass. It has to be a very enhanced version because we need to write our own code for it. We have the code, we just can't import it. How much? Sorry. But we're getting there. We'll be ready for the next version. How much oxygen do I have left? 60%, David. Good, keep going. My rovers, my robots are all with me on this journey. I gotta go down the slope, bring up a 3-dimensional enhanced vision. Woo! What's that slope? 20 degrees. Okay, I can do that. Don't send the rovers down. That's 30 degrees right there. So we're all a team. Exploration is always a team, that you heard Diana say so eloquently. So the last image I leave you with is Earth. Spaceship, Earth, as coined by Buckminster Fuller. It's important for all of our research to reflect down on the Earth. Spaceship Earth. If I take Earth and shrink it to the size of a basketball, our life support system, our atmosphere, is 3 human hairs thick, as you see here. So the inspiration to take our work back down to Earth, and we're all stewards of this planet. Please enjoy the view of the Southern Lights, taken from Space Station. The astronauts are there. In the 90 minutes we've had these talks of all my heroines inspiring me, they've already circumnavigated Earth. That's how long it takes. And here's the image they show you. Thank you, and thank you, Deborah.